This is Digivation Network, Africa's leading ICT innovation and enterprise show on television. I am Bayero Agabi. Now to the big issue of the week. The Nigeria Internet Group, set up to promote and advocate internet usage in Nigeria. The N.I.G, as is mainly referred to, has in the past played a major role in the development of the ICT sector, especially the growth of the internet in Nigeria today. In this conversation, Hilary Damisa took up the president, Destin Amana, and its treasurer, Nkem Uwaji Bego, on the mission and vision and the new strategies of the group and the plan to ensure that N.I.G is bigger and better.
All right, the 21st century is one that is often referred as a very disruptive one. The internet is one of such instruments of disruption. As the president of the Nigerian Internet Group, what is your strategy to ensure that Nigerian youth take advantage of the opportunities provided by the internet?
I would like to think that I can address the question that you've placed before me, representing the youths of Nigeria. The internet broaches all aspects of business and changes a lot of the way businesses operate. Gone are the days where to start a business you needed to have a shop, a location, pay rent, hire employees, pay professionals like an accountant, HR managers to do everything, thus incurring high costs to starting up a small business. Now you can compete with big blue chip companies from your bedroom. All you need to do is learn how to use the internet to do it. An example, about 10-15 years ago, when I started building websites for some Nigerian businesses, I went to meet one of the shippers in Apapa to try and get him to get a website for his business. And his question to me was, okay, so if I spend this money on this website, how soon will I get returns on my investment? I told him that it doesn't work that way, sir. First of all, it's going to save you money. But because in Nigeria at that time we didn't really having to switch online and e-payments, it wasn't going to be something that he would use to transact and do his business. But I told him that, most of your customers are not in Nigeria, they're abroad. So when they look for shippers in Africa, the first place they're going to look is on the internet.
As an executive of the Nigerian Internet Group, are there specific programs or plans to ensure that we promote Nigerian content, we promote perspectives that would put Nigeria in positive light, so we don't just keep downloading, but we also
so there are different types of initiatives within N.I.G. One of them is the I4J program, which is basically a program that really promotes content development within the youth segment, and make sure that there are grants that can be given to young content creators and young innovators. So I think that's really a very important initiative. Furthermore, we're also looking at working with existing content creators to create training material and training courses that can then be used for training and more capacity building. So I think really for us it's about, first of all, creating awareness about content, right? And we'll use our own platforms and conferences and other platforms that we have to push that.
If I want to join the Nigerian Internet Group, what benefits are there for me? What values are there for me? Why should I be a member of the Nigerian Internet Group? If I'm a young man in Sokoto State who is gifted and at IT, why should I be a member of the Nigerian Internet Group?
Okay, first of all, the Nigerian Internet Group, our history is based on the fact that in the days of Abacha actually wanted to ban the internet, and some key representatives in NCC and some key stakeholders came together and formed an advocacy group, a steering committee, to make sure that the internet did not disappear. Right? Of course, the story has changed now. the internet, we are consuming so much data right now that most people cannot remember what it was like to do dial-up. In fact, they're complaining all the time, my internet is so slow, or my internet is so fast, it gulps up all my data. I think I have to change to another service provider because these guys are stealing my money type of attitude to the internet. It has taken up most of our lives. Now, with that in mind, if you don't have a say in what goes on with how the internet evolves in your country.
All right, Nkem, just a quick one. Are you satisfied with the quality of internet service? And if not?
Okay, so I mean, that's a tricky question for somebody that's in tech, right? I was in South Korea in 2014, and the internet speed in the hotel was 75 Mbps up and down.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was slow for Korea.
Really?
For Korea, it is slow. As I said, it was in a hotel, right? So this is, you know, so I mean, if you compare that to what we have here, you know, we have a very long way to go. However, as Destiny mentioned already, you know, I remember the days of dial-up, and obviously we've come very far from there. I think also that the service providers have also realized that, you know, now there's a lot of competition in the market, so it's not just about, you know, how good is your service, but also what kind of customer service are you providing. So to be honest, I think that, you know, we are on the right path, and I think that, you know, the service providers are doing a good job in making sure that, you know, their service is stable.
The internet, children, youth are also susceptible to abuse within the internet space. So is the N.I.G looking at the opportunity of advocating or partnering to ensure child online safety and protection?
That's a very interesting question, and, you know, I think that really and truly the safety of children on the internet still lies with their parents. And I say this because there are a lot of things that parents can do in order to, you know, put on parental guidance, block certain websites, and these things are easy to do. However, what I've realized over the years is that the parents actually do not have the tools and the skills to do so. So, you know, for us as N.I.G, it would really be advocacy focused on educating the parents, because internet is a tool and a very important tool, and you know, being afraid of it does not help you. You know, with everything in life, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have over it, right? So for us, it's important that, you know, some of the training programs that Destiny has mentioned will also focus on educating parents, specifically mothers, because mothers still do spend the most bulk of the time with the children, right? On how to use the internet in a way that their children, first of all, learn how to use it responsibly, that the children are able to actually identify threats on the internet, and that the children are also able to distinguish between good content and bad content, and that the parents have tools on how to filter out the content that they don't want their children to see.
The political space is agog once again, and the internet has become an influencer in political system. If you look at the 2015 US general elections, internet, of course, was a reference. And then Nigeria is looking at the 2019 election as the president of the Nigerian Internet Group. Are there plans by the body to ensure that the electorate makes good use of the internet, and of course the political class too, to ensure that Nigerians make the best decision in the interest and development of the nation?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this E-series of seminars, and one of them is going to be on the effective use of the internet for political reasons. Yeah, you know, the American president re-evaluated the way people look at the presidency in America by using Twitter. You know, you will know what is going on in the Oval Office before his chiefs find out, because he's tweeted it out already. You know, if he came for a training course on how to use Twitter properly, I think he would have learned a lot more than what he's doing right now.
We want to thank Destiny Amana and Nkem Waje Pego for joining us on this segment of the program. We hope to have you on the program anytime soon. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.